Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Weathers Channel Morning Live. My name is Autumn, and this is my husband, Richard. We go live here on our YouTube channel every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You can also catch us on our other channel, Watch Autumn Keto, where we go live every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for hashtag Hawaka Wednesday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened.
Exactly how it happened. You laid out the blueprint.
Pamela's here, says, good morning. When I looked up this morning, it looked like the moon was directly over SoFi Stadium. You can see SoFi Stadium from your house?
I know,
hope it'll be a good
Good
game.
Lord.
Hooknit's here, says, good morning, Super Bowl weathers and weathers chasers. The sun is shining in mid-Missouri. Should be in the upper 20s. So I'm meeting a couple of friends for a bike ride, then heading home for the game. Woo, woo. Oh, there's a football, and there's some bacon, and there's some sunshine. I love that.
Was that a bacon or like a blanket?
Is that bacon?
That's two pieces of bacon.
Okay. Is that bacon?
It's too close together.
Brianna's here, says, good morning, friends. Making Maria Emmerich's chocolate pudding into a pie for a gathering today. Who's excited for the Puppy Bowl? Yeah. No, I will probably, watch. I'll watch a little bit of the Puppy Bowl. I'll know, just like literally 10 seconds, be like, oh my God, the puppies. And then I'll switch it back over. B16's here, says, good morning, family. Hope everyone's having a blessed day. Thank you so much. Sam Banner's here, says, hello, people. Joe Ray's here, says, good morning. Wacky's here, says, good morning. We're winging it up today for Super Bowl Sunday. I will most likely knock out after the halftime dance. Yeah,
that's probably about right.
So I saw like a news article. No, it was like a Good Morning America piece about how people are expected, like over like 1.2 billion wings are expected to be consumed today. I said, Lord Jesus.
I mean, if you add up stuff, I'm sure you know, hamburger meat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Gigi's here, says, good morning, weathers. What's the forecast? It is sunny, it is cold, and it is Super Bowl Sunday. So don't, actually, I'm not making any money off of this, so it's okay that I could say it. But, the term Super Bowl is trademarked, copywritten. Like, you can't use it to describe things. But that's only if you're trying to, of course, like make money off of it. So I called it the big game. I remember when I did you guys remember when I did my pork rind piece last year on the news, and they were like, you can't say the words Super Bowl. So I kept having to call it the big game, and the big game on Sunday, the big game. So
then that's going to be trademarked.
Exactly. I know, but I was thinking, can they trademark big game? But I was like, that's too generic, right? Like, that's too, I don't think they can do that. D's here says, morning, good weathers and work familia. Happy Super Bowl Sunday, and happy birthdays to Gail. Oh, Gail's happy birthday, Gail.
Yay.
And Kelly Keys here says, good morning, everybody.
Well.
You're right.
You nailed that as well. Tonight and tomorrow.
Pamela said, I can see the area and the helicopters when the games are there. Wow, it's 16 miles away. That's crazy.
That's great.
Yeah, Brianna said the Puppy Bowl comes on in the afternoon, usually around 1. Yeah, it's not during the Super Bowl. I loved watching the Puppy Bowl. But I mean, after a while, I'm just like, the referee's doing too much. I just want to see the puppies. Cece's here, says, good morning, Autumn, Richard, and the family. Happy Sunday, Super Bowl day. Yeah, here for the halftime show. I know, right? Watching you on the big screen.
Yay!
Hello! I'm sharing the screen right now with lady, Mary J. Blige will be on here later. I'm sharing the screen with pop stars and rap icons today. Sarah's here, says, super sunny Sunday, everyone. Yep, I made red and black licorice keto chow gummy hearts yesterday.
Oh, my Lord.
I'll post pics in the WAC Facebook group. Have a great day tomorrow, Autumn. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, let's speak about that. So I'm thinking,
that's a power up right
what are your thoughts about 7:30 tomorrow? Like, just to like.
I'll be fine.
Okay, so we're going live tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. As a first day recap, right? Like, I don't know. I know that I have to go into the office tomorrow. I don't know when I'll get home, but I sure as know that I'll be home and settled by 7:30 p.m. So
should not be that long.
Yes.
First day, be darned.
Yeah, first day, be darned. Mom is here, says we are shipping nearly 89,000 stems, as in flowers, this season for Valentine's. Yeah.
You say flowers. That's a lot extra.
Stems. Yes. This is the only appropriate way to spell Valentine's. The Y is a nice touch. It really adds a little edge to it. I'm still going to put the I in there, but it's the M is required. CC here says, I remember your big game clip opportunity. I know, right? Wasn't that change 89,000 to 89 million? Come on, Mom. Comma 000.
Well, I was gonna say 89,000.
Just like I thought she meant maybe like bouquets, not individual stems, but okay, now like dozens of individual stems. That makes sense. So.
I mean, that's a lot of flowers.
It is a lot of flowers, and it's expensive. Has anybody ever shipped flowers? They're so expensive.
Like chocolates.
Joe Ray said initially I thought you were wearing a headband or a cap. Then I remember that's your new flame hair. Yep, it's still it. Honestly, I have not taken it out of a ponytail since Wednesday, so I'm gonna have to take it out. I'm gonna have to take it out and brush it, of course, everything for tomorrow. But I'm still putting it back in a bun because they didn't know that my hair looks like this. D said, I wish I could say that was on my autocorrect, but I was on my keyboard. I did have a cat in my lap, though, so I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's just slip that E in there. It's just that extra tap.
I still think it's pretty spot on. I think you nailed it.
Blue Up said, good morning, fair weathers and watchers. Go carnivores. I mean, tigers. Yay. I mean, yeah. I was going to make the title of this Go Cats, but I was just like, no, that's not, as specific as it can.
Is a ram a carnivore?
Yeah. A ram is a type of goat.
They eat grass.
So they eat grass. Yeah, like a ram is a type of goat, right?
A Bengal eats
rams.
Well, not 3 rams. You get 3 rams on the Bengal. Guess what happens?
He gonna take them down. Exactly. Them horns.
They gang up on you. They gang up. So it's about numbers.
Brian said, great morning. Also happy to have a bright, sunny, but cold Shupper Bowl. I hope everyone is having a great weekend.
Yeah, that's about right.
Oh, you guys are hilarious.
That's about right.
Sam Benner said, wings are easy to handle when watching something like the Super Bowl. They're also easy to transport or cook compared to the extra step of burgers.
Oh, yeah.
No. Not take burgers any day.
Like
I can't do it. So.
And but also because of said wings that everybody, the price done jumped through the moon,
and they're gone.
Yeah.
You can't
if you find some. They're about $30 for a small 6-pack.
Yeah.
Even restaurants, so we're competing with Buffalo Wild Wings and stuff now.
Yes.
It's like, no, it's hard to get a wing now. You have to just buy the whole chicken.
I know.
And break it apart yourself.
Buy 25 pounds of chicken, like for the wings, and just break them. Keep everything else.
5 whole chicken.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and then you can have your own 10-piece and then 10 other chicken parts left. Yeah.
Yes.
Wacky said, we use 100 flowers for our moms, decent discounts, and they love it. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
Well, you're the reason that the 89 million.
Yeah, I'm sure moms like flowers
being produced.
And it's really nice to do things like for your parents for like Valentine's Day. I remember, and your children, I remember when mom would send, like in elementary school, you'd send everybody there with the Valentines that you would drop in the little pouches at the front of the class. But I remember in college, high school, she would send us like packages on Valentine's Day. That was really nice. Yeah. Nice. I remember a brown paper bag.
Used to do that too.
Yeah. With candy.
Like, just little gummy stuff.
That was really cute. Mary T said, good morning to the weathers and all wacky weathers watchers. I was planning on sleeping in this morning, but my animals had other ideas. I mean, happy Super Bowl day. Yes, when you have animals, they don't care.
Yep.
Shelly's here, says happy Sunday, Wag fam. Hi, Shelly. Glad that you're here. I'll be seeing you going on them runs, girl. Congrats. This is me congratulating you because the app tells me to nearly every day. So
I mean, Shelly be kicking butt.
Sam Banner said burgers are pregame food and wings are for the actual game. Hashtag game snacks. Thank you for typing out hashtag. Jerry said, I told my husband to stop buying flowers. They die so quickly. Yeah.
To make both for the game.
Richard's not doing anything for, like, we're not doing anything for Valentine's. Like, and I'm okay with that. I like flowers, but like cheap flowers that you just buy from the grocery store because they do die quickly, right? It's like, it's always like flowers are just like a decorative, like, add some brightness, but like, no, you can't, not expensive. Yeah. They don't last.
I don't really do think flowers either because it's just so sad.
Yes.
Like you buy them just to watch them die.
To enjoy them, and then they die. You don't just. Well, I'm just gonna watch these things die right now.
The speed of it, like it's not like.
B16 says I use Boaks. Is it Boaks to send myself flowers? They are delivered by the competitor. So imagine how many flowers they deliver as well. Gosh, that's crazy.
I mean,
I love delivering yourself flowers. If you don't spend that money,
economy.
spend it on yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
And I'm like, yeah, you put that stuff back in the economy.
Cece said wings, dogs, and burgers at my house. Maybe some stuffed jalapenos. Sounds delicious. We're doing Nashville hot chicken. And so my husband already has like the chili oil, like the Nashville hot oil, like already simmering on the stove with like jalapenos and habaneros and all sorts of things. I mean, it's gonna be hot, and I'm excited about that. Mom, you don't get any, but you don't want any. Carolyn Key said, I buy myself a nice bouquet of green onions and let them sit in the windowsill. That's nice.
There you go.
It's a gift you
can
eat.
I was gonna say, buy yourself some dill. Little basil, maybe.
Faux flowers, got it. Oh, that's even better then. So yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, maybe the flower industry is $1 billion industry.
But I feel like faux flowers, they'd still have to be the ones that look real, because you can go to the Dollar Tree and you can just get some real synthetic looking flowers like this.
Nice stitched.
Yeah, like this doesn't make me feel like it's special at all. But like really good quality fake flowers, I think those would get the job done. So
and they wouldn't die.
And they wouldn't die, which is kind of getting the job done for me. So being pretty to look at and not dying
forever.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what we've been doing. You guys, I've been on the bike this morning. Did I tell you I turned on Netflix down there in the basement? So on Sunday mornings, I get to watch Netflix instead of listening to music or listening to my audiobook. That's my little treat to myself.
Okay, I was about to say.
I've been watching the Tinder.
Only work on Sunday?
I've been watching the Tinder Swindler. Like.
Oh, okay.
And I have nothing but compassion for those women. Like as a woman myself who has lent a boyfriend.
What is it about? I don't know anything you're talking about.
Small amounts of money. No, small to moderate amount of money. And just never, ever gotten it back, and just thought myself the idiot for doing that. Like, I could just see how now here's my whole thing. I don't know. I would never take out a loan to get someone access to money. I think that's where I draw the line. Even my own family, but like for love, would I just really see the necessity? Either way, but the things that I was just like, I could see how these ladies were doing that, but like the amounts, I was just like, oh, excuse me. But whoa, yes, Richard.
No idea what you're talking about.
The Tinder Swindler. Okay. It is a documentary about a man that swindles women on Tinder. He swindles them out of money. And
isn't that a crime?
It is a crime. Fraud is a crime.
Someone's arrested?
So I haven't gotten to that part. Hopefully, he's in jail,
And it's on Netflix?
Yes. Okay. And it's very good. Now, this happened in Finland, I think. It wasn't in the United States, although he probably had some victims in the United States, because they really uncovered this entirely huge scheme.
You're all over the
but place, it was really good. But I just knew. I heard about it on Clubhouse. They were like, "Have y'all watched the Tinder Swindler?" And I was just like, "No, but that sounds like something I'd be interested in." But like, honestly, I'm at the point now. My heart is just full of compassion. There's just no way where I'm just like, those idiots, why would you ever do that? It's like, no. Like, you could just see the way they were building the story. I was just like, oh my gosh. Oh, I could just see why you would do that. But like, oh, my heart hurts. And then like, the ladies, just like the financial crushing pressure of debt. And I was just like, and it was crazy. I mean, it was not, I got like 30 more minutes left, but like, my heart, man. Like, it was crazy.
I think that's just being young and silly. Like, I've given lots of money.
No, they weren't young and silly. I mean, they were in their third, like,
it goes
late
both ways.
20s to mid 30s.
Like, I've given lots of money for stupid reasons to girls that never gotten it back either.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I remember one time.
I think that's just being new to the world.
Yeah, like I lent a guy some money. It was just for me. It was so that he could do the thing that I wanted him to do. He should have been paying for it because that's what he wanted to do, right? Yeah. And then I lent another guy $200, and then I was just like, man, can't do this anymore. Or but like at that point, I had really expected to not get it back, right? But when you're lending somebody something with the notion or the trust that you guys are a unit, and what's yours is mine and mine is yours anyway. So it's like we'll just wait till you get it and then we'll get it back, right? Like when you trust somebody, like if Richard needed like. Granted, we're married, but if Richard needed a couple $1,000s for something and I knew him and I knew when it was going to come back, I'm like, okay, but I get where you need this right now. Here's the thing. It's the urgency that should be the red flag. I need this right now. Go take out a loan so I can get this money tomorrow. It's like, okay, Let's think about that. But still, but that's another reason why that's why your mind and all your emotions are racing, because it's so urgent. If I don't help this person right now, they're going to be in real trouble. I've got to help them right now. And so I saw it.
Well, I mean, the reality is both con men and con women exist. Like, there's always going to be a scam. And if you're not used to the world and how it works, if you're just naive to things and you just think everybody's a good person.
Naive. Like,
well, you don't have but I'm saying they got tricky games out there. Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Like the Dubai Prince.
If you can invest. That's what I'm saying. You can be a very discerning person, but there is psychology behind defrauding someone that makes most people susceptible. Isn't a bad word.
We're all naive to certain things. We don't know what we don't know.
Joe Ray said my parents are doing Mexican hamburgers. We have a low carb tortilla and making them keto. Oh, that's awesome. What is a Mexican hamburger?
And even like
Pamela said, I use Rose Farmers. They're cheaper and beautiful, but take about 10 days. Jeez Louise. But still, that's shop local? Question mark. Cece said, Autumn, would you say hello to Elijah, my grandson? Well, hi, Elijah. How are you doing? Good morning, Elijah. Mary T said, last night I attended a potluck. Sounds like a bad joke, but it was 2 diabetics, a vegetarian, and a heart attack patient. I wowed them with cracked chicken and Swedish meatballs, except the vegan. Help that lady out.
That makes sense.
So yesterday, my grandmother made, she had a crock pot. And I said, what did you put in there? She goes, oh, just a beef roast. I had a roast and I cut it, put it in there. I was like, oh, cool. That's a keto meal. She said, it is? You can eat beef on keto? Well, beef is one of the staple items of the ketogenic lifestyle. What are you doing? And then, so today, I said, oh, she was just, I dropped the dogs off and I was talking to her. She goes, well, I'm going to come back home and I'm going to have my keto lunch. And I was like, good for you. But, and then she made meatloaf a couple of days ago. I said, yeah. She said, did you know your mother took like 4 slices of my meatloaf? I was like, yeah, Mom, because it's keto. Like, and I was just like, if you would have used a different ketchup, like a specific sugar-free ketchup, that would have been a 100% keto meal. Meatloaf is keto. Like, it's just funny. I had to talk to her about, like, it's real food, things you already eat. And then I was just like, you have to cut out.
Me that she's not paying attention.
You have to cut out the bread, the pasta, the crackers. She said, but when I eat soup, I eat crackers. And I was like, no, that's just because you've been socially conditioned to eat them together. She said, do you eat soup? And I said, no. She goes, oh, well, there's that. I was like, yeah, I don't eat soup. And I said, I was like, you can have vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, maybe even like peas and carrots if you want. And she was just like, well, I like crackers with my soup. And I was just like, well, maybe if you keep crackers, but cut out the cereal, cut out the bread. She goes, how am I supposed to eat a sandwich if I don't have bread? I was like, Grandma, I don't eat sandwiches. Like, you don't have to eat these things, But I was like, I mean, they have low carb bread if you really want. But I was just like, open your mind to the food that is out there. Like, I'm telling you, man. Wacky says, happy birthday month. Well, happy birthday month to you.
Good. Happy birthday month, Wacking.
Yes. Mary T said, turns out the vegetarian eats chicken. Go figure. But she ate such a tiny piece and 3 asparagus. Eat more food. How does a vegetarian eat chicken? I mean, the same way that a person that eats keto eats sugar. I mean, I get it, but I'm just.
Well, my thing is vegetarian. Why just the 3 asparagus?
Like maybe she just didn't eat a lot. Maybe she just like socially conditioned to not eat a lot.
Or maybe she just wasn't hungry that day.
Yeah.
You also just be like, I'm hungry.
Blue Dove said my daughter gave a boy a $10 bill just so he would like her when she was younger. She's no longer allowed to carry more than $20 around.
Yep.
Oh, Mary T said, I love your mama. Me too. Kim said, that's hilarious. I know, my granny is nuts. So, Mom said 4 slices for real, Mama. More like 1. I love that. But she said, did you know your mother? She said 4.
I mean, maybe it was the size of 4.
Yeah.
Maybe she just cut a huge chunk. So
she
took half the meat.
Yeah. So that's what she thinks. But no, it was so funny.
Yeah, that's just who she is.
Mary T said, with the trucker protests going on, my friends say the shelves are getting bare, no cereal, etc. I never noticed. Yeah, my granny just told me about a trucker protest happening. And I was like, Lord, when I tell you, I have no idea what's going on in the world. Like, I have no idea. Besides the Super Bowl, right?
Exactly.
But like in terms of the news, like, I just have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much the same way.
Kelly said, tell your grandmama she can eat all the bread she wants if she makes it from scratch. I mean, exactly. Like, she was just like, just write down a list. I was like, I'm gonna write down.
Well, she can't never do that either because she picks up all the free food.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell her. Joe Ray said a Mexican hamburger is a hamburger inside a tortilla smothered in green chili, a spicy sauce with pork, then topped with cheese, sour cream, lettuce, and tomatoes, and guac or whatever toppings you like. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Yikes.
I don't even know where that came from, but yes, please.
Yes.
I will definitely take a Mexican hamburger.
Blue Dove said it's funny when Steve from Serious Keto has his family taste keto foods and they're like, yeah, it's good. I could eat it on a cracker or some toast. Exactly. Like, what are you doing?
But I mean, again,
oh, Jory said maybe an idea for my next meal prep. Absolutely. Make that posted in the group. Make that.
You're just so used to eating a sandwich.
That's what I said. She's just been she's socially conditioned to having crackers.
You're so used to having the toast points with a
toast points and schmear. I'm not used to that. If I receive some toast points and schmear, it is a fancy day.
I was speaking for Blue Dove.
Oh, blue toast points and schmear.
Everybody has to have the crackers and stuff.
Holly said, good morning, everyone. Ear hustling from a Super Bowl party. The festivities have already begun. Pew, pew, pew.
Well, I mean, that's your city.
You're right.
That's your city, Holly.
Take the day off.
I'm pretty sure it begun 3 days ago.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so excited
just waking
for
up from another party.
Mary T said it's been going on for 3 weeks. Trucks have completely clogged Ottawa. It is Canadian, so that's a double whammy for Americans not knowing what's going on. Yeah, but my granny said that, like, apparently Rand Paul is calling for a similar thing in the United States. I don't know. So, but I have noticed at Meijer the Pillsbury like pre-made cookie section, like where all the biscuits and all of the.
That's what you know.
I mean, it's when I tell you it is completely empty. I was just like, Dad, good thing. I'm a good thing. I'm gonna eat those or want those. But you know, everything that comes, the biscuits, the cinnamon rolls, the packs of cookie dough, it is all gone.
Well, like it's not happening at Walmart.
I mean, whoever gets first prize, there's enough for first priority.
That's a Meijer thing. Like Walmart, good.
Yeah, but Walmart, I mean, good. But still, that just has to show that there's not enough to go around, and that also shows your relationship.
Everything happens. People, was an airline protested last year. It's like
protest, protest. No, you know, just happen. Get over
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
But I'm just saying it happens all the time.
And honestly, probably have to all the time. And
yay to them, and I hope they get what they want.
So yeah.
I don't know.
We have to hear the positions before we're just like, hope you get what you want. Because sometimes people want
I hope they get
bad things.
They might.
You don't want them to get what they want if it's a bad
thing.
It's
truckers. I mean, what do they want? Like,
I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. We have to learn more about than just saying, I hope they get it.
Everybody
Brianna said, I've definitely seen some weird gaps in the grocery store, but it's not food I buy, so I don't pay. It pay too much attention. Exactly.
Man, that's me. Like I said, Walmart don't have that problem. It was the Meijer that was the bear. So I think that they're just.
Mom said, Autumn, your Aunt Beverly told me that her doctor said that she needs to lose weight, hence her taking her lunch to work every day. I asked, what will you eat? And she said salad. Exactly. Like, come on now. Pay attention. She's gonna do it for a couple of weeks, and then she's gonna complain about how hard it is when she has to take her work or has to take her lunch. And
I mean, change is one of those things you have to want to do.
Yeah.
If people have to drag you over the change line, you're gonna run back every time.
Kim said, considering making some kind of treat with some keto chow. I have. Anybody have suggestions? I was gonna say the pralines. Depending on what flavor.
We just seen the licorice makes a wonderful
gummy bear.
Okay.
So
I would make candy out of the candy.
Or even mud cakes are delicious and easy to do with keto chow. So those are my things. But then pralines, if you mix anything with enough butter and sweetener and heavy cream.
I was just gonna say keto chow is proving itself to be quite the versatile.
You can also just make pudding. Yeah. If you put keto chow and enough heavy whipping cream and mix it together and start adding milk, it is a delicious thing.
I think keto chow is like the keto version of Bisquick or something. Yeah. It's basically you can make biscuits.
You can do anything with that powder.
You can invent anything out of some keto chow. Just give you some time.
Joe Ray said I made some awesome cheesecakes with keto chow. Great plan. Mary T said it's really bad. Canadian powers that be don't want to upset the little darlings by going in there and moving them along, wringing their hands. If mandates are lifted, they still exist in U.S. So dumb. Yeah.
Tis the world.
Relation, logistics. I don't know. So I mean, like, that's crazy. So Kim said, oh yeah, I think I made pudding by accident once. Yeah, if you did what Joyce did and added 14 ounces of heavy cream instead of 14 ounces of water.
You just put thing in the whole cream bucket.
Glug, 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 glug.
She just put the chow in the cream. This'll work.
Put a scoop in the heavy whipping cream container and just shake it all.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
Good coding going down.
Joe Ray said they have a ton of recipes on the Keto Chow website too. Yeah, I said that website's a little overwhelming. I'm just like, there are too many recipes. I'm just
have you seen our recipe box?
Yeah, I mean, they like, look great. And, like I just get overwhelmed with too many choices. But no, that website is a plethora of information. Man.
I'm saying Keto Chow is so versatile.
It is. Oh, rhymes, bars, hashtag. Keto Chow's versatile. Yeah, so yesterday was a good day. I worked a lot on my brother's trucking business. So I did the final numbers. We made $349,000 last year. That was crazy. Oh, nice. We probably spent $349,000 last year. Like, we're still not at the point where like we can take any money from the business, but it's sustainable, it's a viable business, and it's it's really, really cool, and we're trying to grow that. But I just really hadn't looked at the numbers of like, oh my God, we received so much money, but we also spent a lot of money. But it was pretty cool to see. So
you had to buy the truck.
Yeah, well, just lease the trucks, how much gas costs, how much you have to pay the truckers. It's just insurance, like it just all adds up. Like it really, really does.
Just like here,
yeah, exactly, right? There. So this year we're really
perfect middle person.
We're really focusing on building business credit and on streamlining our costs so that we can kind of anticipate how much things are going to cost from a month-to-month basis. Mm-hmm. Also, really focusing on being more consistent with the amount of money that my brother takes from the business, because I'll just check the bank account and like $1,000 will come out and he's like, oh yeah, I needed that for something. I'm like, you can't just, it's your business and it is your money, but it's just like, you can't just take the money out. We got to know what's happening, So really hoping to get our personal finances more streamlined so that we can, pay attention and make sure the business money sits there.
Look at you.
I know, right? But it was
teaching us all.
I spent a lot of time doing that yesterday.
So everybody, if you're going to start a trucking business, know that.
Yes. Mary T said, you and Mama Chris have to have an Aunt Beverly intervention. She's going to starve on salad. I know. Ain't nobody tell her to eat salad. I've tried helping her with keto, and maybe I can try again. But just like my granny, my Aunt Beverly is like, well, I can't do this. Well, that won't work. Well, that's not going to work for me. And I'm just like, okay, Beverly. Okay, then I get it. Like maybe I can retry again, since her doctor has just, maybe she has like a renewed sense.
You truly have to want to
change. Have to want to change. Get the bowl of candy out of your house. That would also help me a lot, right? Stop buying all these snacks. It's just the culture. They just have snacks and food and bread.
They've been doing it for so long. It's a reflex.
It's just who they are, right? And I'm like, you've got to undo all of that.
If every time you gotta get dragged over the change line,
you're
gonna
always
run back.
You're gonna
always run back as soon as they let your foot go. It's like, come on, where you going?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to just truly look forward to it. Yeah.
But of course, like I said, it takes people bumping their head repeatedly.
She said you would need to find out what she normally eats and try to help her keto-fy it. Yeah. But see, here's the problem. Just like with my aunt too,
you're gonna have to go shopping.
It's very convenience based, right? Like it's microwave meals. It's things like she's gonna say she doesn't have the time to do it, or it's not gonna be as convenient as she and because you have to change your habits, right?
Get off the couch.
So
quit looking at their own DVDs. Replace one DVD.
Kelly said, but chips and candy are tasty. No truer words, Kelly. No truer words.
That's going to be her response.
But you just have to stop.
Are you Aunt Beverly?
Aunt Beverly, get off here. Let's
Kelly,
stop.
You done took over her community.
But yeah,
Aunt Beverly took over Kelly's screen.
You have to just realize that eating that stuff, first of all, not food, edible products, eating that stuff will not give your body the fuel it needs to live for you.
You gotta pay your future self.
You have to invest in your future health. It's not about weight. It's literally about your health, because weight loss is a byproduct of health. Health is not a byproduct of weight loss, right? You've got to just eat better.
And didn't you say like she witnessed her dad?
Yes, my grandfather had to get his toes lopped off and his foot lopped off, died from complications from diabetes. Like, it is right there. Like, right in our family history, removed, right?
You saw it with your eyeballs.
That's what I'm just saying. And it was all preventable. As they were bringing him barbecue sandwiches, and as they were bringing him snacks, and I was just like, and don't get me wrong, back then I didn't know about keto. I just knew that, like, I don't think this unhealthy food. Even then, I could tell it was like unhealthy food.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't think he's supposed to be eating this.
Fine.
And, you know, this just makes him happy.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
here's
okay,
your bag of Hershey's
happy,
Kisses.
But,
Yes.
you know,
Here's
I
your
don't
bag
know.
of barbecue
I
flavored
don't
potato
know.
chips.
So.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Brianna said,
again,
what about Factor or other food services that have keto options? She's not spending that money.
Yeah,
my family is cheap as hell.
Have you not seen the yard sales? Okay,
Yeah,
they fight over $1.25. Okay, they will fight over $1.25.
Exactly. They'll put $2
somebody's hand.
They'll put $2 on it. Somebody will offer $1, and they're like, no,
which is crazy because how can you be that cheap but live? You know how expensive those microwave dinners are.
Well, no, not Michelinas that are 88 cents each. You know, like I mean,
I thought you was like buying like lean cuisine or something.
No.
Never mind then. Follow along.
Rashauna's here, says happy Sunday. How's the hashtag Whack fam? Doing really good.
Good morning, Chocolate City.
Mary T said that's what a diabetic said to me. Won't work. After he mowed through the cracked chicken, I said that's keto and what I eat every day. I saw the wheels turn. Maybe a seed planted. I know, right?
But you have to walk to change.
Yeah.
You can't drag them.
Yeah.
It's like, look, here are options.
Blue Dove said I had to find a sweetener I liked and a bread replacement at first. I quit making the chaffles really early on, but felt like I needed those substitutes before I felt like I could do it. That's good. I mean, yeah, maybe just offering substitutes.
But again, you would physically have to go shopping with them.
Yeah.
they would
said, well, there's a lot of real good food meals and other microwavable options, so there she can choose from. You're right. At Costco, I did see good food. Lisa's here. It says, good morning, Whack fam.
Morning, Lisa.
I know, it's Lisa the emoji. Too lazy to open my normal account. I said, I know your name, but where's the smiley? Where's the smiley face, girl?
The Lego girl.
Yeah, exactly. So Kim said, all that is why I do what I do. Yeah, helping coach these ladies out of,
yes, Kim, you have to drag a few over the line.
B16 said, I have a friend whose father spent more time in the hospital or rehab in the last 6 months than at home, yet they give him what he wants because it makes him happy. I know. Rashauna said the old schoolers like Aunt Beverly may need small substitutes before jumping to a full-blown type of diet. Starting small could help her find a way. Yeah, I have to just help. Yeah. I have to be better and do more. So that's what I'm going to try.
You physically have to.
Renee said, happy Sunday, Weathers family. I'm late, but I'm glad I made it. We're glad that you're here too.
Aunt Beverly and your grandmother are not the type that you can just be like, do this, this, and this, got it. Yeah. They're the type that they'll go right back into the old routine as soon as you leave the scene. Yeah. It's like, well, I'm just going to get this because I don't know anything. Yeah. I'm just going to grab stuff I know.
Mary T said, Richard is right. We don't know what we don't know. I put my dementia diabetic mom over the edge with sweet treats and brought my daughter donuts to her chemo session. Yeah. Exactly. I would do better today. Exactly.
But I mean, the commercials we all grew up with, we all know who Toucan Sam is and Tony the Tiger is. And, like, we just grew up thinking this was the way it was supposed to be.
The teacher will appear. Hopefully, I can help her with that because it
takes time, and especially the older we get.
Well, and my granny was just talking about all the funerals she has to go to these days, and I was just like, "You're getting at the ends, grandmama. Like, you can stop this." You know, like, so that's why I be trying to tell, but I just have to really say it in a way that they can hear it.
Yeah, grandmama don't have no problem cooking her own food, but Beverly needs to start cooking her own food and changing.
And you know, here's the thing. She'll be like, well, I made chicken yesterday. And I'm like, okay, but like, what did you eat today? And what are you going to eat tomorrow? Like these like one-off drops of like, well, I did that healthy thing 2 days ago. It's like, you have to do it every day.
And what you could do is make a lot of chicken and then put the rest in the refrigerator.
Said that's my family history, so I decided to change because they just started chopping off limbs. Cousins, grandmas, uncles.
Man,
hello.
Let me see one pinky finger.
I don't want it.
If I see one pinky toe gone, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, what? I need to change everything.
No, that was really, I mean, honestly, just having your foot amputated. I mean, it just, I know this sounds very like, well, duh, but I mean, it just like impedes the quality of your life. I mean, it just degrades it so quickly. Like just having to be wheelchair bound and not being able to have the full mobility, like just changes everything.
I think a lot of people don't see that person.
They don't
see that person today. They're like, 3 years from now, I'm not worried about what I'm doing then. No. When it's like,
you know, especially when you've had your mobility your entire life. Like, you know, people that have been, you know, that have had missing limbs and things since birth or, you know, from young age, like you've adapted. But to have to make such a big change that late in your life.
It's kind of like being sick or something. Like no one understands how sick you are because they don't feel what you feel. It's like, I don't know anything about that feeling. Where it's like, it sucks. Don't have this feeling. It's horrible.
It's preventable.
Yes, exactly.
Kelly said, send Richard over to help her meal prep. Oh, Lord.
she got
an attitude.
She would have to. You have to buy a lot of food and cook it all at once, like meal prep, like you do. Mm-hmm. Like you got to bake like a whole pack of chicken.
Lisa said, speaking of keto chow, I made the 2 Crazy Keto banana pudding cream pie yesterday. It was 3 bomb emojis.
Oh my God.
Tony enjoying all the keto foods. We feel better and better. I love that.
I love banana pudding and pie.
Yes. Sam Banner said, be the intervener. Yes, along with being a tutor. Yeah, I know, right? I have to help. So.
Well, I mean, you have to coordinate lots of other people.
Bluto said, I didn't even eat the sugary cereals. Ate bran shredded wheat and muesli. Yeah, like exactly. It was so hard to grasp that those weren't healthy. That's my grandmother says about oatmeal and bananas, and I'm just like,
you were doing that.
No.
And you're doing that to try to be like, I don't eat that sugary, colorful stuff, not knowing that you in the same boat.
Yeah.
Y'all both in the same boat singing like you did a bit better.
Yeah.
You did better.
My oatmeal will save me.
We both need to get better.
Mary T said my diabetic friend also suffers with gout. He thinks meat causes gout. No, can't convince him otherwise. Of course he's married to the chickenarian.
Oh my God, you think meat causes
my friend
gout?
Erica on Clubhouse, she said, I used to think I had gout. I didn't have gout, I had bread. Like that's what it was. As soon as you stopped eating bread, it went away. So.
But it's kind of the old, like people just like eat more meat. Oh my God, your cholesterol is gonna rise.
Beth said, yes, it's happening in the Walmart too. I noticed when I got butter yesterday, the pastry area was empty. Oh, look at that. Well, hi Beth, how you doing? Give me a hashtag morning, Mexico replay. How are you doing on your vacation? I mean, I just looked. I mean, you know, like I wasn't longingly looking. I'm just like, oh, I was just like that. I mean, because honestly, the thing that you notice first is the absence, and you're like, there's like, what goes there? And I was like, oh yeah, that's where the butter, you know, that's where the biscuits and the things go. Like it was crazy. Cece said, my husband has decided to join the bandwagon with me. Well, that's amazing. Yay. Well, like you've just got to eat the proper human diet. You've just got to eat real food.
And there's so many choices out there.
There is so many.
You don't have to just eat 2 things.
You don't have to eat 2 things. And here's the problem. I think that because I just eat 2 things, my family thinks that the only way to eat keto is to like be like me. And it's just like, no, I just like to eat 2 things. Like there's so many things you can eat. I just don't like to eat like that.
Soup?
No. Do you eat sandwiches? I would have
been like,
no.
Why, yes, I do.
No, yes.
Well, I'll tell you ways around that.
No. Sarah said, my husband lost his leg below the knee due to a failed ankle fusion 1 year later, and it actually improved his life. For some diabetics, limb amputation is an improvement to their quality of life. See, now that's actually true.
Nice.
That's actually true. Oh, Sam Bear says time. Thank you. Remember, guys, I'm not sharing my weight anymore, only on Wednesdays, but I do thank you. I do appreciate the notice because we have like things to do today. And so I got to get those done. My brother's actually supposed to be over here in a little bit so that we can talk about those financial transactions and be like, look here, bro, we made a ton of money. We just need to keep it.
So get your hand out the cookie jar.
Out of 2022, right? Thank you so much for reminding me. You guys remember, we're not going to be back here tomorrow morning. I actually have to be at the office at 9:30 a.m. So be thinking about me when you'd rather, when you normally see the live, but I will schedule it. We'll be going live tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. for a first day recap and a hashtag Valentine's Day celebration. It is, right? So have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you then. Bye.